Good afternoon, chat. I hope everyone is doing well today. Today is my birthday, so I'm going to be having a little bit of a celebration on stream today. I'm going to be playing some Palia. I don't really have a game plan for the day. I have some quests that I was in the middle of doing, so I'll probably work on those. But aside from that, I'm kind of just going to load into the game and see what happens. Yeah, I've been really stressed out lately, so I wanted to do something fun and relaxing and keep it kind of open-ended and not, set myself to a plan that I then feel pressured to stick to. So with that said, I'm gonna start up the game and I hope everybody enjoys. Just when I go into a stream and I say like, oh, I'm gonna get this done today, then I feel like pressure to like make sure I get all of it done before the end of stream, and that doesn't always happen. So while it can be a good thing to have that kind of structure, I didn't want to impose that on myself today, so we're just gonna kind of see what happens and go with the flow. Okay, I have a wish apparently that I didn't make. A birthday wish. How's my garden? Oh good, I needed this cotton so badly. Question is, do I have more cotton to plant? Oh, I do. Good. And a ton of it. Actually, set myself up for success for once. That's pretty rare. But all the free tiles, yes. You know, I should have planted the starred one on this spot that has the fertilizer, but that's okay. I think that's everything. Yes. Perfect. Now for these, because, you know, I desperately need money. Oh. That took a minute for that to load. That was weird. I actually don't have that many tomatoes right now. Interesting. I've been slacking on my tomato grind. And there's some money, that's good. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Raz, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. That is so kind of you. Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. How are you? It's great to see you. And thank you for the hype train as well. That was so, so, so sweet. Yes, and that also helped us reach the community sub goal, so thank you for that as well. Oops, I didn't bring food for me. Let me... Or them. I should fix that real quick. But again, thank you. What a way to start the stream. Thank you so much. That is very, very kind. I should have cooked before coming here. I'm realizing. Okay. I think I'm just gonna come back. My cute little animals will have to wait a second. Nice. Well, I hope you have a nice meal, and I hope work was good. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I think it's been a minute since I've played some Palia, actually, because I was playing No Man's Sky for a bit there, so... Do I even have pumpkins? No. What can I make? Guess this is fine. You know, I just realized I should make cake in this game. I don't even know if I have the recipe for the cake, but I feel like that would be a cute festive thing to do. Nice. I've never played Elite Dangerous, but I have a friend who plays it, so I watched them stream it once. Yeah, so I don't really know, you know, I can't make a compare or contrast of them to say, like, which is better, but from what I understand, they each have their own kind of appeal. But yeah, I've been playing No Man's Sky, like, since it came out, so I, intend to continue playing it for a long time. It's one of my faves. Okay, that's food for me. Now I need food for the animals. Hello, Star. Good morning. Thank you for the spectacle in chat. How are you today? I think, is the hype train still going on? I think it is, yeah. So I think you'll get a emoji or something, or an emote when it's all finished. Yeah. Yeah, No Man's Sky, it's, you know, definitely, it's sci-fi, but it kind of leans fantasy in a way, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think it's trying to convince you of realism, necessarily, you know? But I like that about it, so... I don't know if this will be enough. We will see. If not, I mean, I can just come back and make more, I guess. Alright, let's go see the cutie pies again. Alright, let's see what we got. What's in the hype chest? There we go. Very nice. Epic clip. Thank you again, Raz, for the hype train, for the gifted subs. It was very, very generous, and I appreciate it. It was a very nice birthday present. Well, I'm glad you feel awesome, but I'm sorry you couldn't sleep. That's always rough. Is it hungry? Not really, actually. I've been struggling to sleep as well, not because I'm manic, but because my apartment has just been really noisy lately. So that's been an issue, trying to get to bed, but it's okay. I took some melatonin last night and that helped. So it was a struggle keeping track of who I interacted with and who I didn't. This guy gets hangry. I feel that. I wish. I mean, it's not just a... So, like, in my apartment, there's, like, me and a couple of roommates, and then downstairs there's another family, and between everybody, it just, like, you know, it's not even any one person doing anything. It's just, it can be kind of loud when you have a full house. So, yeah, it kind of just comes with the territory, I suppose.
Come here and give me a hand, won't you?
Oh, dearie, I've been hard at work baking, but not for the boys this time. Why don't you take a couple and tell me how your peckies and trufflets like them? I'll have more for sale in the guild store, just as soon as I perfect the recipe. Bad breed biscuit?
Always nice to stop for a wee bit.
This biscuit looks flavorless, and it is. Moderately reduces the likelihood of your animal's traits to be passed down the next time it's bred. Okay, so if you have like things you don't want them to inherit. That makes sense. Just like, are you saying my animals are bad? Why would you do that? How rude. And I got these rollies by finally finishing the bundle board thing. Oh, the building itself is fine. It is kind of an old house, but it doesn't like, you know, creak and moan and all that kind of stuff that you sometimes can get. But no, there's just a lot of people living here, so. Oh, they're hungry. That's what that symbol is. Maybe. There, is that better? Yes. I give you grilled meat. Why are these two different stacks? Oh, maybe because I used different meat in each one. Okay, animals are all taken care of, I believe. I'm trying to stay on top of this now since I neglected it for so long. So what do I have for money? 93,000. I need 100,000 for the next storage chest upgrade, so that's what I'm saving up for. Yeah, it's just like, you know, one person will be chatting and then somewhere else in the house someone's talking and then the washer and dryer are going and, you know, then someone's slamming the door and it's just like between all of it together, it's like, ugh. But it's not as if anyone's doing anything wrong. Like, no one's like yelling or anything, so it's not like, you know, I can really say anything. Just kind of gotta deal with it, and that's okay. But when it's midnight and I'm trying to sleep and I need to be up first thing in the morning the next day, it can be a little inconvenient, hence the melatonin coming in clutch. Okay, well, it's first thing in the morning, so I can't go make these wishes. But what I can do is go talk to Tamala and give her... I don't know if she'll want the flour or the chocolates today, so We'll find out. Oh my gosh, look. They're ready. I was just saying that I was weirdly out of tomatoes. And here they are. Oh no. Yeah, it's weird. I'm usually a heavy sleeper. Like, I have no problem once I'm asleep staying asleep. It's just trying to actually fall asleep initially that is where I struggle. And if it's noisy, that can be an issue. But yeah, I feel bad for light sleepers, you know? Because like I said, once I'm out, and it's not a problem, but... Yeah, that's why sometimes I wish I could fall asleep before all the noise starts up, so that it's not, you know, doesn't affect me. Okay, these guys I need. Oh, you can! Okay, that's good to know. Then I will head on down. I need water. Beautiful crops. Okay. That is once again all set. Put these away. Actually fill these up now that I have more tomatoes. Alright, now to go find Tamala. And win her heart. Although I think I have it already. It's just, you know, gotta lock it down. One second, chat. My sister messaged me. I assume it's for my birthday, but I'm gonna double check it. Yeah, normally I don't leave Discord open during the stream, but today is a rare exception where I want to be accessible to people, you know? Because I want people to give me validation on my birthday. So, you know how it is. But no, for real, I rarely hear from my sister, so if they message me, it's like a big deal. Like, I want to stop everything and get back to them, so... Mala, I brought you chocolates. Hello, Queen. Oh, there's my favorite pet. I was wondering when you'd come slinking back. Woof woof. Oh, and you know tricks. How amusing. Perhaps I should teach you to beg next? Holy shit. Wow. Well, here's some chocolates. Why, thank you, darling. I'll gladly accept your gift. As well as the passion it implies. I didn't think that it was going to be so on the tin, you know? I don't know what the age rating for this game is, but wow. Okay. My oh my. should have started romancing her a long time ago. I love how your message cuts off there. But that's sweet. I had nightmares last night, so I would have much rather had a dream about a bunch of, like, woodland creatures, you know? And yeah, I mean, her personality was always very, like, flirtatious, but I didn't expect it to just go all in like that. I mean, yeah, this game obviously is not, it doesn't shy away from, like, serious topics. But yeah, oh, wow. We're just doing that, huh? On main? Not that I'm complaining. You know, when you walk in through, like, the back way, I kind of wish it spawned you on the other side. Like, it's always disorienting that I'm still somehow starting in the front of the house. But that is a very minor complaint, all things considered, for this game. Okay. I'll go make the wishes now. Then I want to go get my Zeki coin. Uh-huh. Yeah, what the area on the map around her house is called, like, the Thorny Thicket, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, thorny. Yeah, exactly, Star. I'll bark like I want it. Don't worry. What a way to start today's stream. We're like not even a half hour in and so much has happened. How beautiful. Also, for some reason, I thought the market was going to be over by now. Like, I thought it was ending before February ended. So I'm surprised it's still going on. And I have 2 wishes. Okay, let's see. Prosperity, longevity, and luck. I've mostly just been doing this for gold because I need gold. So yeah, I'll just do them both. Gold. So beautiful. You know, I've said this before, but the fact that cutscenes are so, like, infrequent in this game makes them, like, more meaningful when they happen, you know? Yeah, exactly. Okay, wishes are done. Now to go talk to Zeki. You know what's crazy? The other day I was playing Valorant, and there was someone in my match whose username was Zeki. And at first I was like, oh my god, I wonder if they play Palia, like, if that's a reference to, like, Zeki the Grimalkin. They ended up being so toxic that I had to block them after the match. I was just like, no, not Zeki. He would not say that. So yeah, that's my fun Valorant story from the other day. By the end of it, I was just like, yeah, I don't think they play Palia. Yeah, maybe. Like, Zeki, obviously, he's not perfect. He's very, like, kind of like a morally gray character. But he does have principles, and I don't think he'd be out here, like, saying slurs and, you know, being super toxic on main, right? At least I don't read him that way. Gotta get more chocolates. Okay, I realized the other day, so I've been leveling my relationship with, oh my god, why am I blanking on her name? Sifu. You can see I have it maxed out, but in order to do her quest, I have to level my friendship with Hassian, which I have not been doing, so now I'm like, whoops. This keeps happening to me. So one of my new goals is now to befriend Hassian. So, what does he want? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Maybe do that. Giant Kilima Stingray. The Lord of Kilima Lake. Kilima Lake using glowworms in the morning. Oh, day and evening. Okay. Well, I don't think I have many glowworms, so I should fix that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't think Zeki is like a shithead though, you know? I think he is, you know, caught up in some not so great things, like a illegal magic cartel, right? And obviously he put Reth in like a compromising position by involving him in the cartel and all these things, but like I don't read him as like a bad dude deep down. You know, remember his tragic backstory is that he loves his mom, and that's his terrible dark secret, you know, that he still talks to his mom, and you know that she sends him gifts in the mail secretly. So yeah, I don't read him as a bad guy. Okay, put that away, grab this. What? Cotton was one of the things. Oh, the kanji. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but... Oh, what is this? Rice. I'm gonna have to plant rice. That's the last of my rice. Yeah, right? Except, Sifu's not romanceable. Which is a shame, because I like her, but... Yeah, no, I'm after her friendship. Do I have one of these? Yes, I do. And yeah, I mean, I should have seen it coming that I would probably have to befriend Hassian to finish the quest line. Kind of like how to finish Tish's. I had to, whatchamacallit, level up Reth and Zeki's in order to, like, finish the quest. So I see that's a running theme in this game. But yeah, I did not come prepared by, you know, prioritizing my friendship with Hassian, so whoops. I'm fixing it though. I'm taking care of it. Time to go fish like my life depends on it. Okay. It said Kilima Lake. So is that this? That's labeled a pond. And that's a lagoon. So I'm not sure what counts as a lake. Let me make sure I look it up so I'm not fishing in the wrong spot. Okay, apparently the lagoon is the lake. Maybe. 'Cause one of these is circling Phoenix Falls, so I don't know if that's where I'm supposed to go. Hello, Sonia. Welcome in. How are you today? You know, this Google search is not really helping me, actually. I am doing well, thank you. I'm trying to figure out what counts as Killama Lake to do some fishing that I need to do. I guess I'll fish in the lagoon, because that's what most of them were pointing to, but not all of them, so... yeah, guess we'll find out. 8H? H... 8... okay, so it is the lagoon. Thank you, Raz. Yeah, because the first two things that came up when I googled were the lagoon, but then one person was pointing to here. So, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I have, like, 3 out of 4 of the gifts that he wants, so that's a start. Like, even if I don't get this one fish, I suppose it's fine.
What do you need now?
Thank you, Star. It's the entire coastline. Yeah, because when I opened up the Paleo Wiki, it just said that all of Killama is, like, on the lake. So I'm like, okay, that doesn't narrow it down much. If I wanted you to know my thoughts, wouldn't I have already told them to you? That's fair. Surprisingly useful. I appreciate the thought. I wasn't expecting this from you, but I'm truly grateful. Friend? Question mark?
Walk with the forest.
Okay, well, he's apparently at my house now. But we'll go talk to him after I do some fishing. This is kind of good because I never fish and I need the metals to get the, like, fish tank furnishing that I want, so... okay, glowworms. I've got 33 of them, so... I should probably actually go where those things are, the bubbles. It just feels more like thematically appropriate to stand on the pier and fish, but that's probably not the wisest way to do it. A perfect catch. I don't know what these swirls are supposed to be, if it's meant to just be like algae or something, but it always looks like the lake is like polluted with oil, like an oil spill or something. I don't know if that's just me, but oh, I've always read. Oh, is this the thing I need? I think I'm about to fuck it up. Oh, I got it. Okay, perfect. Excellent, excellent. That was relatively painless. Took you hours of fishing to get the stingray? Wow. You know what? I had some birthday luck on my side. And yeah, Star, that's pretty much exactly what people are like. Because I guess, I mean, I haven't done his plot line yet, but apparently he, like, warms up to you eventually. So I think that's the appeal for a lot of people is, like, you know, he starts off emotionally unavailable and closed off, but then, like, the more you get to know him, he warms up to you, so... yeah. I think that's what people like about him. I've kind of just felt, like, indifferent to him mostly this whole time. Like, I don't dislike him or anything, but I just didn't feel any particular drive to get to know him more outside of other NPCs that I definitely felt, like, more attached to. So. But now's the time to befriend him. It feels kind of, like, fucked up in a way. It's like I'm only befriending him to get closer to his mom. Is what's happening here. unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. He'll live. He's tough. He can handle it.
For you to annoy me again.
Here you go.
Keep an eye out for any pesky choppers.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I can't believe I only got that on the second try. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll have to get another one eventually, I saw, but for now, that's not my priority. I just want to do this quest for him, level up our friendship, to then do the quest for Sifu eventually. But we'll get there eventually. Might take a couple days of giving him presents, but that's okay. Maybe. I mean, if it's a rare drop, I don't really feel good about requesting, like, rare stuff. I'd rather try and farm for it myself, you know? Hello,
You
Hassian.
have something you wish to discuss?
I need your help. Let me guess, it's about Chappas. I think about other things. That being said, yes. I have an idea to deal with the Chappa menace. What is this? Isn't it obvious? It's an advertisement for a great Chappa hunt. Why is there a bounty above the Chappa's head? That's not a bounty. That's the prize money. Ooh. And the big wanted below it? I want people to hunt the Chappas. Is this unclear? Seems fine to me. I agree, and yet Eshe has forbidden me from posting them as they are. This is where I need your help. If I'm to successfully campaign for this hunt, I'll need better flyers. I don't know anyone else I could ask. What about Zeki? The shopkeep? What would he know about advertising? He's got advertising all over his shop, and he literally had a quest line about me handing out flyers, so... Fine, you ask him then, or whoever else is knowledgeable enough to handle this. I don't care who. Meet me when you're finished. If I'm not in Kilima, I'll be in my grove outside Bahari Bay, planning the Chappa's demise.
Keep an eye out for any pesky choppers.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's help our homeboy out. I also have to check if I have the cake recipe. Although I don't even know if I have the ingredients to make it, even if I have it. I don't know if I get it from Reth or from, the, like... Oh, he's not here. Okay. Check this first. Oh, I think I needed this at some point. Okay, I must get it from him directly.
Another day, another chance for freedom.
Hassian needs your help. Hassi who? What's he need from me? Hand him the flyer. Oh man, this is priceless. I ain't never seen anything I liked more in my life. Thank you for this. I'll treasure it always. Ah, I didn't know the guy was such a joker. Oh no, he was totally serious. That just makes it better. Whew, you can't make this stuff up. Did he draw it himself? Of course, if you did want help fixing it up, I could whip up a redesign. For a nominal fee, of course. What do you want? Not your problem, my weird furless pal. I'll send the bill to Hassian myself. Now, let me just whip a little something up. Fix those kerns, and done. Impressive, ain't I? There's a reason I've got the most successful store in Kilima, and it's not just because I've got a monopoly on it. Anywho, here you go, pal. Maybe I'll stop by that hunt, see what's happening.
Let's circle back soon.
Okay.
I have a feeling you won't leave until you've spoken.
I've got some help redesigning your posters. I suppose these will do. Ahem, thank you for helping me. You're welcome. I've been making my plan of attack. If we are able to recruit enough people to our side, we may be able to make a significant dent in the Chappa's destructive numbers. I'll place these posters up in visible areas of the village. Hopefully the reward for the hunt will be enticing enough. I'd better get back to planning. Stop by later if you'd like.
Keep an eye out for any pesky
Oh, am I able to... Okay, I think that was actually enough,
Good to see a familiar face.
high enough level to continue this. Why are you mad about your mom's book? Does my mother always have to send a human to do her job? You're one to talk, bro. You just sent me to help you. Aren't you glad to see me? I don't mean to be rude. I know you're only trying your best, but this argument is between me and my mother. But your mom worked so hard on the book. It doesn't matter how long she worked on it. It was disrespectful. Mother lied about how she met Mama just to make her life sound more adventurous. Oh, how did they meet then? They always knew each other since they were kids. Mother and Mama grew up in the same village. They were hunting partners and best friends before they married. Their love was built on mutual respect, not on carnal longing, or however Mother wants to portray it. I get why that hurt. Mother and I have always struggled to be close, but things with Mama were different. She taught me how to hunt. She knew the value of sometimes just being quiet instead of always having to talk. I always knew I could rely on her until what? My mothers were bounty hunters. They were assigned to kill a monster that was threatening a nearby village. And the entire village they were sworn to protect ended up dead. The monster Mama claimed to have killed was spotted leaving the site. Our people said she lied about killing the monster to get the reward. Mama said the monster died and then somehow regenerated itself. My mother stood by her and we were kicked out of the village as a result. But words of her actions spread and no other village would take Mama. So she went to clear her name by killing the beast. She did not come back. I don't know what to think. On one hand, I understand why she wanted to clear her name. She was an honorable woman. I would have done the same. On the other hand, it's hard to accept that she had to get herself killed to do it.
Perhaps we can go hunting sometime.
Well, that was brutal. Now that's a tragic backstory. I talked to Hassian about your book. And did you find out why he's got his knickers in a twist? Probably the laundry. He's mad because you lied. So I took a few liberties. What's the big deal? Oh, it probably has to do with Talon. I knew her growing up. I didn't meet her in the Dari jungle. And since she and Hassian were very close, he probably somehow sees that as a betrayal. Since she died and we haven't really made time to talk about her. I've wanted to, but I just don't know how. When Hassian was a boy, he used to always play with Talon's old bow. I still have it, but it could use a few repairs. Okay.
See you later.
I can make that happen. Wow. Well, no wonder he's so emotionally closed off. His mom died, and then his other mom doesn't talk about it. Like, goddamn. I'm listening and learning, chat. Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like, I wouldn't have guessed it because he's very distant from Sifu. So I always kind of thought that yeah, it makes sense that like, oh, he was close with his other mom. The one that's not in the picture anymore. Like, got it. A lot of dead moms. I mean, the only other one I know of is Najuma's mom, but that's two, and that's enough for me to see a trend. Okay, what do I need? Flow-infused planks. And 10 silk thread. I don't know if I have that. Oh, I do. Okay. Perfect. And I got my coin to go turn in at the prize machine. feel bad for Sifu too. She's always like so cheerful, and I'm like, I bet she's like dead inside deep down, you know? Hello.
Good to see you again.
This will be perfect. I'll give Hassie and the bow over dinner tonight. I can't tell you how much this means to me that you wanted to help. But I can always try. In fact, I whipped you up a little thank you gift while I was waiting on the materials. Oh, the sword. Nice.
Sure you don't have time for one more tale?
Very cool. Alright, let's see what my prize is. Tomatoes. That's fine. Nice, well, enjoy your medications. May they serve you well. I'm gonna put the sword in my, like, crafting building. Maybe by the, furnaces. Make it look like, you know, an actual, like, blacksmith area. Yeah, I put this up on the wall. I don't remember how I got it. Oops. There. Crafting. I'm glad. Glad to hear it. Okay, garden's still fine. Yes. Now what do I want to do? Let's see. I have this quest from Gina, which I really want to do because I want her furnishing that she gives me. It's like a quill pen or something, I think. Oops. I don't actually remember where the Temple of the Waves is. Oh no. Oh, 1 second, chat. Okay. Once again, attempt to exit my home. Okay, I can't leave. I'm trapped. Well, now let me double check if I already have the cake recipe, I guess, since I can't leave. I do not. I didn't think so. Oh no, I do have it. Okay. What am I missing? I need butter and flour and milk. Okay. Standard cake materials, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that would be the bloom event, maybe. You know, when it finishes, everyone usually will wave to each other as a thank you. Finally, they let me live. Okay, but I see the marker. I'm gonna go get my cake ingredients first, though, before I forget. This morning I went to the grocery and I got myself a cake, so I'm very much looking forward to eating that after stream. Okay. Oh, I ran out of rice too. Butter. I'll buy like 10. Flour. Milk. Goodbye, money. Time to help Gina. You know, it's kind of bittersweet, like, maxing out my friendship levels and, like, finishing the quest, because that's been, like, one of the most enjoyable parts of the game for me, is, like, getting to know these NPCs and unlocking their backstories and helping them with their troubles. And I don't know. I hope that eventually there'll be an update that, like, expands the friendships further. Like, instead of ending at, like, level 5, they'll, like, bump it up to level 10 or something and add more quests, because, yeah, it's just sad that it's over. There's no more content after that once you do it all. But it's okay, because I have plenty more NPCs that I still need to befriend and quest for, so it's all good. Yeah, because I noticed some of them only go to 4, but I think most of them go to 5. So, yeah, whatever amount they have, I hope it just gets doubled eventually and that there's more quests added for them. Okay, I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do here. Just interact? Okay. You carefully observe the area around you, noting measurements and relevant structures, and transcribe them one by one onto a spare piece of paper. Okay. Are these all across the cavern? Yes. It's the same dialogue for each one. I was hoping I'd get different flavor text each time. Where does this one want me to go? Up there? Do I have to wait for that thing? Probably. Okay. Where is she? Oh, there we go. I was like, it says to talk to her, but I don't see her. Really? Okay, well that gives me hope then, because, yeah, that's what I want to see, is like more additions, so... Yeah, as a new player, I didn't even know that the level 5 was new, so that makes me glad to think that maybe they'll gradually go up to 6 or beyond.
I was afraid you wouldn't be.
Oh, are you already done? I was just stopping by to see how things were going, but you've really got it all handled. Next, we'll want to test your record keeping. Whenever an archaeologist finds an artifact at a site, they need to be really careful to record exactly where and how they found it. Context is the most important thing to know about any relic. Otherwise, you can make some pretty wild assumptions about what artifacts are for. Anyways, I haven't cataloged or picked up all the relics in this site yet. I've marked a spot with some relics on your map to observe. Why don't you go check them out, and come back to tell me what you found. Make sure you record carefully everything you find in the marked area. I'm going to ask you some questions about the context. Oh god, a test. Jeez, okay. Oh, see, I didn't even know there were locked areas. This is all good to know. This is very good to know. Can I, like, climb on this? No, I didn't think so. That would save me a little trick around, but it's okay. What am I looking for? This? Scroll? No? Oh, here we go. After searching in the rubble, you find what appear to be writing implements. Okay. You can see, scratched into the stone, a phrase in ancient human that translates to School of Galderic's Drools, School of Hydroflow Rules. Okay. You found what appears to be some kind of desk. Perhaps further investigation is in order? Name, I forgot. Hydroflow 101 pop quiz. 0 out of 10. See me after class. That was me in school. Question 1. What state of matter does hydroflow take in nature? Wet. Question 2. What are the 5 properties of natural hydroflow? Blue sometimes. It's like freaky water. Wet. Tastes like lemon lime. Bad for you, probably. Stop trying to drink the hydroflow. I've asked you this like 5 times. Question 3. What are the 4 known flow variants? Green, spicy, zesty, and rock flow. Julius, one of the answers is literally in the title of this test. Question 4. Who first discovered and named hydroflow? Walter M. Hydroflow. Who? Question 5. When hydroflow meets pyroflow, what reactions occur? Oh man, check out that crazy flow explosion. I was not asking for your reaction. That is so funny. Okay. So they were a bad student, and they got all the answers wrong on their test. That's so funny. Really brings me back. Oh, am I gonna fall? Okay, no, I barely made it. This one, the Temple of the Waves, I did the main quest thing for it. So yeah, I've been here before. But yeah, I've been slacking on the main quest. So I think it's the Temple of the Flames is the one I'm at now. Yeah. And I did the Temple of the Roots with the gardener. So I don't know how many more temples there are after that.
Have a question every decision you've ever made?
Found anything to report? I found a desk. Well, how can you be sure? Did you find anything to support your desk theory? I found a failed pop quiz. Oh, I mean, I've never failed a test myself, but I can imagine how that student felt. And tests are usually done on desks, unless you want to be really uncomfortable. I found some writing utensils. Oh, that's so interesting. Though, unless they still have ink, we can't be sure that's what they are. Still, it's some good evidence for your desk theory. I found some graffiti. The School of Galderic's drools? Well, that's just rude. But it's nice to know that even ancient human students defaced public property, just like some of my classmates did. I think I found everything. Let me think about what you've told me so far. So it's definitely a desk, right? I mean, we can't ever really know that, but you found a lot of evidence to support that theory, which means you passed this test, and we're only one step away from being official archaeology partners. I'm so excited to have another friend who finds this stuff as interesting as I do. I mean, sometimes it feels like Hecla is just sort of humoring me when I ramble. But you, I feel like we're on the same page, you know? Okay, just one more to go. This test is all about fieldwork. You know, discovering ruins, unlocking ancient doors, solving riddles. Kind of thing you've already done, multiple times even. We're only in this place because you unlocked it. In fact, I'd be pretty comfortable just signing you off on that one already, which means I'd better go write my official letter of recommendation that you be made a cultural advisor. Keep an eye on your mail for their response and let me know what they say.
I feel so inspired now.
Okay, we nailed it. We solved the desk mystery. Oh, I'm so sorry. I misread your message. And no, I've not fished in here. Why, do you get rare stuff from here? So this is why I failed school. I can't read. I've never read this. I often pondered why this temple was built here, of all places. I believe I finally found my answer. Flow, in its raw form, is so powerful, and here, it is combined with the water. Together they have evolved into something else. I'll have to study it more to get better answers. EW. Oh, I can't fish there, apparently. What about from up here? No? Oops. Do I have to go deeper? I know there's water at the bottom of this thing. Alright, there we go. Let's see what we get. Oh, something. Ooh, Ooh, okay, a star chart. Good comms as always, Raz. Where do I find it? The flattest fish you've caught so far. Einar probably wants to know what kind of bait you used. Okay. Find someone who knows about the stars. Well, that sounds like Shane. If I ever knew anybody. There's so many quests in this game you could just easily miss and never discover, you know? Like, I wouldn't have thought to, fish in this temple to find that, you know? So I appreciate you telling me. Okay. Let me up. And that gives me something to go do while I wait for my letter from the Bahari Institute to certify me as a cultural advisor or something. A little above my pay grade, but apparently I'm qualified for it. Yeah, quest of 3. I probably missed like 100 of them. Oh, he's sleeping. Gotta go wake him up. Oh, did he? Wow. Teleported right out of there. It's like he was avoiding me. I found this chart. By the dragon, this, my friend, is an ancient star chart. One of the dragon, in fact. How do you know it's the dragon? In their time, humans may have called it a fish. They were very focused on the phoenix. They missed the possibility of other forces existing. Majuri have always looked to the stars and seen the dragon instead. Part of the beauty of constellations is that every culture sees something a little different in the same sky, a reflection of themselves upon the largest canvas ever seen. I set up a telescope every night in the Dragon Shrine. Why don't you go tonight and take a look? I would be honored. Well, I don't know if it still counts as night, or if I'm going to get there in time, but I will try. Okay, where's the telescope? I know there's like a bunch of stuff everywhere around here. There it is. Apparently it's not night. Figures. Okay. Alright, I will be right back. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom quickly. Ooh. I have returned. Thank you all for your patience. Okay. I guess while I'm waiting on this stuff, I can go make myself a birthday cake. Once again, I can't wait to eat the cake that I got in real life. I was tempted to have some this morning before stream, but I was like, no, I only just had breakfast. I should probably hold off on having cake. But now it's just all I can think about in the back of my mind. I also haven't made one of these before, so I'm hoping I don't fuck it up. Okay. Do I have everything now? Yes, I do. Okay. Guess I'll start with this. No? What am I missing? Why can't I make these? Ground sweet leaf. Okay. Hang on. I need one regular frosting. I like how the whole pitcher of milk is in the bowl. That's so funny. Oh, I need 4 ground sweet leaf. Okay. Uh, 3 things of batter. Okay, apparently. I don't know why it says 0 out of 3, but then when I have one, it just says it's fine. I don't know. I guess I'm just not going to worry about it for now. Yes, it's my birthday! Also, hello, Lags. Nice to see you. It's once again saying 2 out of 4. Guess I'll just keep making these. Oh, okay. See, now it doesn't say that. I'm so confused. And now this says 1 out of 3 once again. Kind of confusing. I don't know what it's asking for there. I might fuck this up, high key. How do I make the other thing it's asking for? Like, am I missing something? Like, it's showing, you know, cake but with the frosting on it, but there's no option to put the frosting on the cake? Oh, here we go. Here we go. That should do it. Okay, I see now. I'm running out of time. I actually don't know what happens if you run out of time, because I've never run out of time before. Okay. Need another of these. This will be exciting. And thank you, Lags. Thank you. Having a little paleo birthday celebration. Making some cake. Honestly, it's kind of fitting if I fuck it up, because that's what I would do in real life. That's why I just bought a cake from the store. I didn't try to make one. Alright. And I still need more frosting. Yeah, I've never had the timer go to the red before. There's a first for everything. Okay. Frosting the cake. And I might clutch this in the nick of time. Oh. Okay, apparently I didn't need two. Or maybe I did. Either way, it's done. We got the cake. Yeah, because all the other cakes I've had in my storage were, like, given to me as gifts by people in the game. I hadn't actually crafted any yet, so... Happy about that. Oh, and my mail. My mail is here. Baruka Ukweli. Dear Morgan, it is with great pleasure that the Bahari Institute accepts you into the ranks of our cultural advisors. As the first official human advisor, you will no doubt be in great demand on digs across the country. On a more personal note, I would like to thank you for supporting Gina in her work. Being her academic advisor was a favor I owed to her father, and I have always expected great things from her. I hope that the next time I write to her, it will be for an official thesis approval. I imagine that is why you pursued this in the first place. I wish you both the very best of luck. I look forward to what you will discover. Baruka Ukweli. Hope I get to meet them someday. Sifu. Dear Morgan, I just wanted to let you know Hassian and I talked things out. We discussed how we both feel now that Talon's gone. I haven't cried that much since I was in diapers, but it was the good kind of cry. And the best part was, Hassian didn't turn away. Usually strong emotions scare him off, but he actually held my hand through it. I like to think the whole thing helped him too. It was kind of like I was crying for the both of us. Anyway, this is probably too much information, but I wanted to let you know how much of an impact you've had on me and my little family. Sifu. Wow, it's not too much information. I'm honored. The Sleeping Beauty cake. Yeah, a couple years ago on my birthday, I made a cake and it had like layers, kind of like the one I just made in Palia. But we didn't have the right size pan when we made it, so they were like larger and thinner than they were supposed to be. So then when we actually ended up stacking them, they did not stack right, and it was a little bit wobbly, and it reminded me of in Sleeping Beauty when they make that cake and they're like propping it up with the mop or whatever, and all the candles are sliding down. So yeah, I mean, it tasted good for sure. Like, you know, presentation isn't everything. And I definitely enjoyed it, but yeah, at the same time, I was not trying to put myself through that hassle right now, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to the store and buy a cake and have that be the end of it. So that's what I did this year. But I'm glad that you remember that cake fondly, Star. As do I. And I think it was like Funfetti or something. Where's the one I have now? It's just like a plain vanilla cake. And it does have like decorative frosting, and I bought some fancy candles too to put on top, but the cake itself is just vanilla. Not that there's anything wrong with classic vanilla. It's just there were some like really fancy cakes. Like there was like a red velvet cake that was kind of tempting me, but I went for the smaller one because I was like, I'm not gonna eat like an entire cake by myself. I went just for like a personalized size cake that they had, because it's just me eating it. So lemon spritz.
I've got so much to tell you.
I heard back from the Institute. Really? And what did they say? I got it. Yes. I mean, I knew you would. You passed all the tests and you've done so much good work already, but I'd better go let Subira know. She'll have to open the library back up now. I mean, I guess she won't have to, but she said she would, and she seems like a woman of her word. Oh, before I go, I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done. I know it's not that big or cool or fancy, but here, it's my lucky quill. I wrote your recommendation with it and my thesis. Whatever happens with the Institute and all this red tape in the future, I think you've earned it. Thank you, really and truly. Wow, Gina's favorite quill. I will cherish it.
Be sure to come back soon.
How beautiful. Yeah, they were. I liked that line in her letter where she said, like, it felt like I was crying for the both of us. Because I believe it, you know? Just having Hassian there, like, witnessing his mom crying was probably, like, cathartic for him as well. if he was like experiencing that vicariously through her, you know? And yeah, it didn't give me any indication of how long ago she died, like if this is like a recent thing in the timeline of the game or if it was like years ago or what, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it has been a very long time since I've had a store-bought cake because, yeah, obviously you know Star, I was vegan for like a decade and they almost all have like milk and eggs in them, so yeah, the fact that I even had the ability to just go to the store and buy a cake and like have the convenience of that was kind of nice. Obviously I'd still prefer a vegan cake, but I don't know, I don't have the energy to like make everything from scratch anymore, you know? Okay, the classic problem of I've run out of room and my house is overflowing and I don't have the money for more rooms yet. I don't even know where I got this other quill pen from. Oh, I have two. I like Gina's better though. The prompt is completely blocking my ability to look at it. There we go. Alright. Check on my garden. See how that's doing. It needs attention. I actually don't know what the timer is on these. Like, I just kind of guess and I check in every once in a while, but it would be nice to know, like, oh, every 20 minutes on the dot or whatever is when they'll need to be tended to or something. Let me plant the rice, because I know I ran out of that. For Hassian's kanji that I made him. All right. What was I gonna go do? I feel like I had a plan and I totally just blanked on what it was. I genuinely have no clue. Oh well, if it was important, it'll come back to me, so. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Luckily, I don't have, like, allergies. But, you know, it's just on principle. Like, even though I'm not explicitly a vegan anymore, I still, where I can, prefer vegan choices. You know, like, I still buy, like, oat milk over cow's milk. And, like, you know, oat milk creamer for my coffee and all that. And I usually buy, like, you know, plant-based chicken and, like, all that kind of stuff. Like, I still prefer that, but it's just, like, when I'm going grocery shopping, like, I no longer will, like, restrict myself from buying things if they just have, like, regular milk as, like, one of the ingredients or something, you know? Because it's just such a hassle having to, like, constantly monitor every little thing that I'm buying, and I don't have the energy for that anymore, and, you know, it was definitely impacting my health to, like, not have such a wide variety of options, you know? So, yeah, where I can, I still eat vegan and prefer vegan, but yeah, at the same time, I'm not so picky about arbitrarily, or not arbitrarily, but like, you know, cutting things out. So like, for example, the cake, in the past, I would have just not had a cake, you know, if I couldn't make one from scratch that was vegan, I would have just not had one. But I'm like, no, I deserve a cake on my birthday. And even though I don't have the energy to make one from scratch, I'm just going to go buy one, even if it's not vegan, you know? So yeah, for ethical reasons, it's obviously not ideal, but I don't know. I can't sustain it like I once could have, you know? So. Dang. Who do I want to focus on now? Also, the gardener. I found out why his quests weren't working. That's what I can do. Apparently I have to finish the bundle that is for the Temple of the Roots, and then it unlocks his quest. So let me go look at that. See what I have to do for that. Yeah, and I'm sorry about that. And yeah, I was definitely nervous because, like, when I first tried to switch back to like an omnivore diet, I tried eating meat for a little bit, but I just couldn't. It was gross. So yeah, I've settled back into, what I originally was even before I went vegan, which was a ovo-lacto vegetarian. So, I don't mind having eggs and milk, but I just, yeah, even if they say that meat is good for you, I just couldn't, it grossed me out, and it made me feel like even more food repulsed than I was before, trying to force myself to eat it. So yeah, that was one thing I did not want to reintroduce permanently back into my diet. Get this little guy. Yeah, this one I have to finish, apparently. I already got one done. Okay. Oh god, alright. I see. Yeah, I was actually shocked because obviously being a vegan for 10 years, I had 10 years of people constantly telling me like, oh, you're so deprived, like I could never live without meat, it's so delicious, and like you don't know what you're missing out on, and blah blah blah. So it kind of made this like mentality of like, when I chose to try eating meat again, I genuinely thought I was gonna like it because people were constantly telling me how good it was for years and years and years. It was so disappointing and gross. I was just like, oh, this is what y'all have been hyping up this whole time? Like, I'd much rather have plant-based meat, that actually tastes good to me and is arguably healthier, but, people have mixed opinions on that. Oh, right, this ancient amber beetle. Okay. Yeah, and I think I have to track all these down. Okay, bright shrooms and the beetle. I have to go farm for those in Bahari. I don't think I have the recipe for this. This one I might. So let me go home and check on that. And track down Breath again. Yeah, especially when I tried bacon, because that's like one of those things people are just like obsessed with. I genuinely thought it was going to be good. It was so nasty, and it really put into perspective how much the like plant-based bacon I had been eating was like so much better. Yeah, I think that was like the biggest letdown, was the fact that I wanted to enjoy it, but I did not enjoy it.
Couldn't get enough of my charm, huh?
Nope, that's not what I meant to click on. Oh, requirements not met. Requires cooking level 20. Okay, well. That's something I have to deal with now.
Break from my charming smile.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, obviously I've never had meat in other places. I've traveled, but all the times that I traveled to other countries, I was already like a vegan or vegetarian at the time. So yeah, I never had meat abroad. Yeah, so I mean, I can imagine it's different in different places. Because I've heard that too about, like, for example, bread. I think people say that, like, American bread is really gross compared to, like, bread from other places as well. I think in general, just American foods are, like, not good compared to other things. I don't know if it's, like, a lack of regulations or what is the reason, but... Alright, what level cooking am I? 12. Okay, well... that's gonna take a while. What was it? Bacon stuffed mushrooms. Okay. So I can make this at least. Yeah, that checks out. Uh-oh. I'm running out of time to do this other step. It's never clear to me when certain steps are timed and when they're not, you know? Because for some recipes, it's just the overall timer that you have to worry about, and then others, like this one, it's like, no, you have to do this within a certain time period as well. Let me flip it. Okay. My last spice sprouts. I don't remember if the temple thing only wanted one of these. Okay, there's that. Another thing was the ancient amber beetle. I can remember, like, where and how to find this. Is it this or this? Found in the forest of Bahari Bay. Also has a chance to be found when chopping trees. Okay. Doesn't say a specific time though, so I think that's fine. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go look for bright shrooms and chop a bunch of trees and hope that I find this beetle. Let me check if I have enough smoke bombs before I go. I don't. Okay. Let me take care of that. Good thing I checked. Imagine I finally find one and then I ran out of bombs before I could catch it. That would be absolutely tragic. Oh, I've only got 3 things of clay. That's another thing I have to fix. Yeah, that checks out. I remember when I was in middle school, we had a substitute teacher in one of my science classes, and she showed us like a video about how like hot dogs are processed and how it's just like all the cartilage and bones and hooves, like all the excess parts that can't be sold to be eaten, that gets like ground up and, you know, made into like paste that's put into tubes or whatever. I remember all my classmates were like, oh my god, like that's so disgusting, I'm never eating hot dogs again. I was already vegetarian at that point, so I was just like, yeah, I'm not surprised, but that's just kind of funny. Why did I come here? I don't remember now. I need to go to Bahari, not Kilima. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wish I was still explicitly vegan. Like, it's, you know, from a, like, ethical standpoint, that's, like, the diet I want to be eating, you know? And I very much intend to hopefully return to being exclusively vegan. And like I said, even now, even though I'm technically, like, an ovo-lacto vegetarian, I still eat a lot of vegan options when they're readily available to me. But yeah, I don't know. I was just really struggling to eat. My mental health was not doing great. And yeah, I have found that since choosing to restrict myself less, it has been very helpful. So while eventually, like I said, I want to go back to being vegan, I think for now, at where I'm at in my life, you know, I have all these additional stressors that are on my plate that weren't there before, and just, yeah, I think for now it's better for me to not restrict as much. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But I, despite not being exclusively vegan, I still preach veganism, and, you know, obviously encourage people to reduce the amount of animal products in their diet, even if they don't go exclusively vegan or even vegetarian, you know, even just, you know, meatless Mondays or whatever normies do. Also, I think it's Lent right now or something, so Catholics are, like, eating less meat right now, which is good, I guess. But yeah, I'm always gonna encourage people to be more aware of that and how it benefits themselves and the planet and obviously the animals. So yeah, the thing that did it for me, because I spent a long time going back and forth deciding if I wanted to change my diet, and I was reading a lot of testimonies from, like, people who had been vegan who then once again started eating, like, meat and other animal products, and, you know, how they benefited from that. And one person said, like, you're not eliminating the suffering, you're just transferring the suffering from the animal onto yourself. Like, there's still suffering happening. It's just a matter of who is the recipient of it. And on the one hand, I've always been like, well, yeah, I'd rather me suffer than an innocent animal, right? But yeah, it's when it gets to the point where it's, like, impairing my functioning, it's like, well, I don't know, what's the cost? Is it really worth it, you know, kind of thing. Just as a extension of trying to, like, respect myself more and care for myself more, not denying myself, like, ease of access to food. Yeah. Not that then, like, the animals deserve to suffer in my place on my behalf, but it's just kind of like, well, ideally, vegan food would just be more readily available, but given that it isn't, you know, it kind of puts me in a compromising position, you could say. Okay, there was only one bright shroom in this whole area, which is kind of a bummer. I think they sometimes spawn... I don't know where it is. There's, like, some kind of land bridge area. Maybe it's here? Go look. But yeah, if vegan food was just more common, less expensive, then I would still be eating exclusively vegan, without a doubt. But the fact that it's harder to find vegan foods, that I don't have the money for it currently, yeah, I can't justify the toll it's taking on me anymore, you know? Sadly. Also, I don't even know, do these beetles, like, spawn on the trees or just, like, near the trees or what? I wonder if that's something I can request. Wait, how do I do it? I don't even remember. Request an item. Because I've had one before. That's crazy. Let's see if someone gives me one for free. Oh. Hello, garlic. And, you know, I'm pretty sure I can buy bright shrooms from the, like, foraging guild store, but I've really wanted those medals to get some of the furnishings you get, so it'd be a shame to use it on bright shrooms. I used to have so many of them, and then the bundle board asked for a bunch, and now I never have enough. I used all my sweet leaf on the cake. Aha. Is it just the one? Well, it's 2 more than I had before, so... And now I guess I'm gonna go crazy chopping trees, cause, I thought I made more of these. Okay, I did. Yeah, they said you can sometimes get the beetles from chopping trees, so... Not that I need the wood, but if I ever do need it, I guess I'll have it. Or I can sell it, maybe, so... It's not a total waste. I saw something. I lost it. Okay, well. I also don't know if it'll spawn when I start chopping or when the tree goes down, you know? Those are 2 different things. A lumberjack. It's like any time of day, right? It's starting to be night. Oh, I had to go look through the telescope too. I just remembered. Well, that's like a bee or something. Not what I'm looking for, but I'll take it. Oh, a heart drop lily. B5. We'll grab that for Tamala. That's a beetle, but are you the beetle? I don't think you're the beetle. Kind of hard to tell. Oh, that is what I need. Okay, perfect. Let me cancel that request. Yes, I want to rescind my request. Very nice, very nice. Hello, Lexi Miles. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. There we go. 1 heart drop lily. Hello. How's your day going? Okay, I got the beetle. I only got 2 bright shrooms though. I was hoping I could find more. But that's fine for now. I can come back. I'm doing good, thanks. Working on this bundle for the Temple of the Roots. Trying to level up my friendship with the gardener and get his quests done, so... Bit of a long-term process, but we're getting there. Also juggling a couple side quests as I go. What do I have for mail? Oh, they're both from Gina. Dear Morgan, you won't believe this, but not only did Sabira open the ruins back up, she agreed to sponsor our excavation. She even wrote to the Institute and the Order on our behalf. They're going to accept my original thesis. There's still a lot of protocol we have to follow, and she'll need to oversee everything, but honestly, I thought I was going to have to throw all of it to the trash. I couldn't have done all this without you. I know I've said it before, but I'll just have to say it again. Thank you. Aw, that's sweet. Well, I'm glad you're having a good day. Dear Morgan, have you talked to Hecla lately? She's been acting really weird with me. Yesterday when I asked her to hand me a shovel, she told me I should ask my new research partner to hand it to me instead. Oh no, she's jealous. I'm not sure if she said anything to you, but I think she might be a little jealous. Maybe you can ask her what's going on, because she's not telling me. You've gotten so close to her lately that she might be willing to open up to you. Okay, that's funny. Put all this stuff away that I don't need. Those are for the bundles. That's for the bundle. Okay. Before I do anything else, though, I need to go look at that telescope. I played quite a few games. I've been playing a lot of this lately. I just streamed No Man's Sky for the first time the other day. But I also stream a lot of ESO. I streamed Sea of Thieves quite a bit in the past, but it's been a minute since I've touched it. I streamed Valorant a little bit, so yeah, those are my main games that I do on stream. I play a lot of stuff off stream as well, but that's it for what I've actively gone live doing, so. Oh, thank you, Star. Yeah, there is a list of games below the stream in my panels. I have them listed out. Okay, hopefully it's late enough for this to work. Yes. You look through the telescope. From this angle, the fish constellation does sort of look like a dragon. Okay. I'm excited to go see what's up with Hecla. She mad. I always love when quests give me an excuse to go talk to Shane, because ever since we maxed out our friendship and he became my ship and all that, we barely talk, so.
Having a good day so far?
I went out to see the constellation. Wonderful. And what did you see in the stars? A fish or a dragon? I saw the lens of the telescope.